We are live and ready to cook some 24 karat pancakes so that you can fit in wherever you should, because size does matter. Don't let anyone tell you that it does not, because this is the reason why people look in the window at themselves when they're walking down the sidewalk out in public. They're constantly looking at themselves, and you can see which body part they're looking at. The part where size does matter, their midsection, their legs, you know, the core is where it's at, right? So does size matter? Y'all chat it up with us. We're going to be cooking some pancakes today. Yes, you can eat lots of these pancakes because size does matter. I like large volumes of food, and we want you all to be able to feed other people. Like, when you're feeding your loved ones and you're cooking for them, whether it's your children or whatever, we want you to do it in the best way. So that's the whole point of Superfood Parents here. Whether it's your children, whether it's your grandchildren, maybe it's coworkers you got to take food for. The whole point is you want to give them food so that they can enjoy it, they can grow with it. And look, it's the motion, David Hunt says. Y'all let us know. I'm going to start with the carrots. So while I get started cooking, because this is 24 karat pancakes, right? So I've got some ingredients here. I'm going to just cook the carrots in this pot or in this pan or whatever. So that's all we really need this for first, is to cook these down. So I'm going to show you all of this live so that you can see how this works, how quickly it really can come together. So hey there, we see we've got Team DWC in here, Team Deepwater Cultivating, and he's got Health Heroes, hashtag Health Heroes. Because if you're here with us today, we know that you're a health hero. I'm just using my vegetable peeler to make sure that I get the skin off the carrot. I don't care for the flavor. You can eat the skin on the carrot the same way you can eat the skin on ginger, but for me, I don't care for it. You do have to wash it a lot if you want to eat the skin and not taste that grassy taste, or you can just rinse it off. It's really just preference. Heroes. We all want to be health heroes, hopefully for our loved ones. And if you don't, well, be a health hero for yourself. And I say health hero because I just want to be sure that people have every opportunity to get in fruits and vegetables every spread, their faves. Now, keep in mind, that's why you're putting in hashtag health heroes, because you want to win an honorary title today. So whoever wins this giveaway, they win the honorary title of being a health hero, or a FAVES 100, a superhero. So it's a little better than just a health hero. And of course, I focus on faves, or fruits and vegetables every spread, because I've never, in all of my research, when I was in school for anything, like for my nursing license or for what else? Any training, I've never heard anybody say, don't eat vegetables. They will say, don't eat pork, cut out red meat. They will say, cut back on dairy. But I've never heard anyone say, cut this or cut that. Speaking of cutting, I'm cutting this into very large chunks. So I'll just show you here on the small camera. I'm going to pull it over so you all can see. So that way, for people that are watching, you just have to rough chop these. You know what? I thought I did not need water, but can I get an assistant to bring me some water, please? All right, y'all, we got assistants. So you see how large these carrots are, just big chunks. We call these 24 karat pancakes because they got a lot of carrots in them. It's only 2 carrots. But remember, I always have my secret. I'm going to parade these down. So I just need like a half cup of water, please. This is where it helps to have assistants in the space. And when I don't, you know what? I can always put up a video so that way you all can see something while I'm just hanging out here. So these are going to cook. I think I'm going to put in a 3rd carrot as well, because I have it here. So I might as well just peel it. And y'all know this is a 30-minute show, so you can actually cook this. For those of you that have people coming over to visit and you want to get that shake, that pancake mix where you just add water and shake it. Thank you. This is quick. So you can actually mix together the flour and the baking soda or the baking powder. I'm using baking powder today. Sometimes I use baking soda. They both do the same thing. They're leavening. So, you know how you look on the side of packages, it will say bicarbonate something. That's either baking soda or baking powder. So, I do have a story to tell you all about size does matter. So, G. Albert, thank you for joining the home team. It'd be great if you would join TWP Popcorn and join hashtag Health Heroes as well. So I told you all, this week's theme, by the way, is, jobs, professions, surgery, and size. So as a scrub nurse, when I was working in surgery, I would hear the doctors talking to the PAs, Coco, can you also bring me the lid to this pot? Y'all, that's kind of the key to getting this to cook really quickly for the carrots because they get soft fairly quickly, but we want to make sure they get really soft really quick. Also, it keeps my camera on because yesterday the steam took my camera out. Hello there to you, the amazing MNG. So here's my story of when I was working in surgery. The surgeons would talk to the PAs, the physician's assistants, and they would tell them, they would say, I remember this one particular guy. It was a larger guy, broad shoulders and everything. And the surgeon was very respectfully, thank you, telling him, you're a big guy. And when you're in surgery, you really have to think about how much space you take up because we all have to fit around this patient, And so definitely you want to think about that. This is what the doctor is telling him. He wasn't telling him to lose weight. He wasn't telling him to work out. He was just telling him size does matter in this profession, right? So that's why I'm asking you all, does size matter in your job, in your profession? Do you all have a story about where size matters? Because you want to fit right in. Now, you all know when you go to get on not just an airplane, because y'all know an airplane will embarrass you because you've already bought the ticket. You have to go to your destination. You cannot turn around. So, the heavier people, I've seen documentaries where they complain. We love you too, the amazing MNG, by the way. She's in Jamaica and I love your views. I love everything. So, when you get on an airplane, they will embarrass you by just saying, yes, you need to buy an extra seat or you have to turn around. Or what else do they tell you? We can give you that seatbelt extender, but it's not like they are there to pacify you. The point is size does matter, right? Same thing like when you go to, let's just say the theme park and you cannot fit in that seat. It used to be the walk of shame where you would have to wait in line for the ride and then head on up there, not fit, and you have to turn around. Now they have those little seats where you can practice before you walk through the line. G. Albert says, hashtag health heroes. Just wanted to make sure that TWP and David are correct. Hey. It's G. Albert. So yes, yesterday, y'all know Team DWC, Deep Water Cultivating, they won. If you want to win today, put it in, hashtag health heroes. So, I'm just trying to see, am I bad for thinking that size matters? Y'all let me know. Does size matter? Have you seen a time where size does matter? Because even as a scrub tech, they would tell us too, part of the training was you take up as little space as possible. Because when you think about it, when you're performing surgery on someone and you have a doctor, you have a physician's assistant, you have scrub techs, usually only one scrub tech, but you might have more than one doctor, more than one assistant, you might have an intern and all of those different things. So size really does matter. And also when you're having surgery, they want to scale it down to the smallest space that they can. So they're not opening you up. It's just a very small place that everybody is crowded around. So size really does matter in that respect. I know when I worked at coffee shops and pizza shops, size matters. Any of you that have ever hosted or waitressed, it's better when you're smaller because you got to be squeezing through seats. Let's just put it that way. So you all let me know, does size matter? So I've got my carrots cooking here. I'll give you all a sneak peek. They are softening up, and we're gonna let these cook for about 5 minutes. Let me put that back on because the steam started showing. What I'm gonna do for these 24 karat pancakes is go ahead and put my flour into this bowl, and I just have unbleached, I like organic when I can get it. So I have unbleached organic flour. And no, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put the spices in. And the only spice I have is nutmeg, really. So this nutmeg here, I just use the whole nutmeg. So I'll show you for people that don't know what a nutmeg looks like. Because my kids were like, wait, it kind of looks like a nut. I said, yeah, maybe that's why they call it nutmeg, right? So I'm going to take it out of the jar. One of these, several of these have already been grated. So I'm going to just grate. Where's the camera? There we go. That's what it looks like. I'm just going to grate this into my bowl, my mixing bowl. And there's no measurement here, David Hunt, because I know y'all come for me with the measurements. I would say this is about, I'm going to probably put in about a half a teaspoon of fresh nutmeg. Okay. Y'all notice my I was going to say my tattoo. It's actually my birthmark. So I always wear long sleeves. In the summer, I'll start to wear short sleeves. I always forget which arm my birthmark is on. And when we say size does matter, y'all, this birthmark is huge. It goes from right here on my arm. It starts here. It goes up and stops right around here on my back. And I met someone recently that had the same birthmark. I was like, wow, like it goes right up to her back and everything. So I don't know if they were passing these birthmarks out a little while ago, because y'all know I'm pretty young. So anyways, I've got some nutmeg in the bowl, and I'm also going to put in some yogurt and some baking powder. That way, when XDMC and Tori's brain come over for breakfast, it will, we'll have some nice fluffy pancakes for them. Uh-oh. So Tori's brain, good to see you. Make sure you put in hashtag health heroes if you want to win. Anania is here, and let's see what we got here. XDMC is saying, I need to go to church. Every time I read the title of these shows, I think we're going to be discussing something else. I've been around trash can waves too long. Let me tell y'all something about the title of this show. And while I tell you, I'm going to add in some yogurt. I'm using non-dairy yogurt. So this is so delicious. I'll show it to you here on this other screen so you can see it. I'm going to get into the title because, the fun thing about food is that I can have a really good time. So this is dairy-free coconut milk yogurt alternative. It is unsweetened, but since I'm making pancakes, you can get the sweetened if you like, but I had plain. And so, look, y'all know the thumbnail for this show and the title, the size matter. And then the thumbnail said fit right in. I'm just going to put like a half a cup of yogurt into here. Okay. So yeah, that's not a half a cup. It actually looked like more. And then once I add in the baking powder, it'll fluff up. So when I put this in some kind of way, some rainbow ponies came up. So I was like, oh, that's a thing. Let me do it. Right. Let me go for it, because I have 3 girls. They love My Little Pony, and then fit right in. Some people like that exit only situation, and whatever floats your boat, right? Some of us really enjoy that. But my whole point is it's always fun to have fun, right? So these 24 karat pancakes will bless your soul. You won't even have to go to church. Speaking of blessing souls, Danique Anthony, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. I am burning these carrots. Put another splash of water in there. Did y'all hear that? That was about to burn up. Let me get a towel because I just splashed some things out, and let me drop some coins. Let me clear my throat. All right. So I hope y'all are enjoying these cooking shows. I hope y'all are figuring out how to cook some quick and easy foods for yourselves, for your loved ones. And this way you can really be health heroes, not just for yourself, but for other people. They will just sweat you. They will just love you. Darn, I thought I had some coins to drop for Danique Anthony. Man, I appreciate you. I don't have, like some people have a dance video or money video. I had a money clip, but I guess I just got to put this change in the money clip. Thank you so much, Danique Anthony, because you all don't have to donate to the program, but you do donate to the broadcast, and it's so appreciated. So I appreciate you. Thank you. And bravo Sheila Network. I appreciate you as well. So I hope you're ready for these 24 karat pancakes. Let us know, y'all. Speaking of going to church, y'all know Bravo with Sheila will pray for y'all. Okay, so if anybody saw the title with XDMC and your mind went into another direction, Bravo with Sheila, we got her and David Hunt on the prayer line. David Hunt will sing. Y'all know Bravo with Sheila. I told y'all she was a songbird. Look her up. She's on YouTube, Spotify, all the places. So thank you again, Danique Anthony. He's saying he is all tuned in. Danique, the video editing freak, is here. All right, let's get into it. I'm tearing up the studio. I'm going to turn these carrots off because just like that, they're done. If you have not put in hashtag health heroes, put that in. So this way, hold on a second, y'all. Woo, I had to go low. All right, so we got everything we need. I've got half a cup of non-dairy yogurt. I'm going to put in some baking powder, and this is just like baking powder. It's nothing special. You can get the store brand. You can get whatever is on sale. Just get baking powder. I know Rumford has some fun things or some situation going on, but yes, like Rumford is a family-owned business or something. Yes, Danique Anthony, thank you for the super chat. This is how you measure, David Hunt. If you do not have a measuring cup and you need a teaspoon is like the palm of your hand, like a small palm of your hand. And then a tablespoon is a big palm of your hand. That's the only way I can describe it. Not overflowing like I just did, but like a big one. So we're going to just throw that in there as well. And it's going to mix with the yogurt, and it's going to start to puff right up. Okay, so we have that in there. Let's go ahead and get our carrots in here. And does size matter? Y'all tell us, do you have any jobs that you know of, any stories where you know that size matters? And also, what are your techniques for keeping your size down? Thank you. Super chat sponsors. Yes, OCD is chick, Healthy G Mom, Danique Anthony, Tasha Oshie Grows. We appreciate you. So I was just naming some of the jobs that I've worked. Y'all, I've worked so many different jobs. In addition to being a nurse and all of that, you know how you're like, let me just go out here and hustle, right? You have a goal, you want to hustle. So I've definitely worked a lot of different jobs, and I feel like most of them size matters. I have delivered for Amazon. And when I delivered for Amazon, I used that as a workout. And what I did was I would jog from from my doorway of my vehicle up to the person's doorway. And that would cut down my delivery time by an hour. So that meant that instead of like $20 an hour, I was getting more like 25, 27, something like that, Bravo Sheila says, hashtag what? Did we get her into something? Okay, these are very soft. That's what you want. And they're sweet. Carrots are naturally sweet. So this is a way to get lots of fruits and vegetables into your life. While I'm taking the carrots out of this water, I'm just going to add some raisins, dried cranberries. I prefer organic food where I can get it because it's the pesticides that we often have allergies to. It's not the food, it's usually the pesticides. So that means that for a lot of us, we do organic because this way you avoid those pesticides. They have certain practices that you hope that they are using, and that you also hope that the wind is not blowing the glyphosates and the atrazine and there's so many other things over your way. So I put about a cup, you can do up to a cup of raisins And I'm just going to put those in the hot water so that way they rehydrate. So now as I'm getting my carrots, and if one or two craisins come in here right now, that's just fine. I'm getting my carrots in here. And then, for pancakes, a lot of times you need eggs. So I am going to use flax seeds. So here's the other nice thing about this. Not only will these pancakes go great with your rolljava.com coffee, y'all know if you haven't had coffee from rolljava.com, if you win the first Super Faves Hero giveaway, then you can also get fresh coffee delivered right to your door, free shipping in the US if you purchase your own. So these are already rehydrating. I'm going to show you all how quickly craisins pump up when you put them in warm water. So I just put them in here, and y'all know how raisins and craisins look when they're dry. But I don't know if you can see it. They've started to get larger because size does matter, right? You definitely want things bigger is better. I don't know if any of you somebody has ever given you a piece of cake at a birthday party and you said no, when you were a kid especially, and you said no, I prefer the smaller. The fact is, bigger is better. You want to be able to eat bigger portions because bigger is better until it's on your body, right? That's when you're like, this is not the best thing. So I'm just going to use flax seeds that are already ground. I just buy mine from Walmart. I keep them in the freezer. I keep this container in the fridge. I either grind it myself or I will grind it. I will just get the already ground one and add to this container. So I'm going to put in here about a fourth of a cup, because you can actually do up to a half a cup. This is for a batch of pancakes, remember. So don't feel like you can't, go all in here. There's the other half of that carrot. So I've got that in there. I've got my leavening. I've got my carrots. Here's where the magic comes. I've got my nutmeg. I prefer sugar. Yogurt is in there. So let me grab my sugar. Where's the sugar? It's on the other side of the cart. Is there a profession that you all know of where size does matter? I've been giving y'all some of my, examples. I'm going to put in here about a half cup of sugar. That's about a half a cup or more. And if you really want to get fancy, you can actually use the zest of a lemon. Now, the zest of a lemon, when you're baking anything, it will really bring up the flavor, like intensify the flavor. So I'm not going to use any vanilla seasoning. I'm not going to use that because I have my nutmeg, I have my yogurt, I have my flax seeds, and I also have some nuts. So what I do is I blend up sometimes sunflower seeds, but this is just pumpkin seeds and pecans. Whatever seeds or nuts you have, go ahead and put that in. I'm going to put in, these are already ground, but since I'm going to be blending this, I'll go ahead and put in another half a cup. I think that's a cup. Because remember, this is for a whole batch. Oh, this is going to be a great day because Gail at Night is here. She's the best. Thank you, Gail at Night, for all you do. And the way you zest is you only want to take the green. You do not want to take the white or the pith, P-I-T-H. The green is going to give you that freshness, that brightness, and the pith is going to make it a little bit bitter. So that's why you don't want to take that part. We're going to go ahead and do this Faves giveaway because Gail at Night is giving away right now the 1-minute solution to your pesticide poisoning. Thank you for posting that because I mentioned why I try to consume organic whenever I can. You don't need a lot of zest at all. This particular lemon, I just scraped one side of it. You see those little missing patches? I just did it like that. So if you do like the deacon cut, pretend like you at church, speaking of XCMC, and you do, remember how the deacons all had their hair cut where they was missing on the top and they had some in the back? Do the deacon cut, and that's how much zest you need. Because I can't tell you, I'm not going to give you a measurement because it'll be way off, right? If I say, get a fourth of a teaspoon, Love and Live Show, how you feel? Good to see you. Put in hashtag Health Heroes because I'm making my 24 karat pancakes live and we're about to do our Faves 100 Hero giveaway right now. This way, someone One of you all, maybe it'll be a kind person like David Hunt, because he's saying good things about Gail at Night. Maybe it'll be Gail at Night herself. One of you will win bragging rights, right? Let's see. And if you want coffee, you will also win coffee. So if you have not put in hashtag health hero, please join the Faves Hero giveaway and get in there, because I'm about to do it right now. You all know, if you don't know, Faves, fruits and vegetables every spread. That's why we're like, look, y'all, do it. It will help your size. It will help you if you're trying to be a healthy hero. Oh, don't put the Y on it. Just put health heroes. Keep both H's. But if you're working a job where size does matter, if you're a real estate agent, y'all tell me who you think sells more houses. The lean and luxurious real estate agents, that would be man or woman, or would it be like, the thick one? It's just the industry, right? Certain things, size matters. If you're in the cockpit, wait, I can't say that. If you're in the if you're in the airline seat driving the airplane, definitely got to be able to get around the plants in a tight area, right? TWP popcorn, you can't be big and and it's no problem to be big, but people out here are saying size doesn't matter, when it really does in so many aspects of life. And it's not a body shaming, it's really size does matter, because in so many situations you have to be able to fit, right? And in certain situations, if you need to be bigger, you need to be bigger, because I did not get these guns, right? Because y'all know this is like mainly muscle from picking up children. I'm a nurse, and a lot of my nursing career was in pediatrics, picking up my nieces and nephews. But these guns would not have gotten as large if, I didn't work on them. And they've gotten a little smaller since I stopped working on them so much. Them kids grew up. All right, y'all, here's the secret. I'm going to go ahead and do the Faves 100, the Faves Hero giveaway. Y'all can check out the Amazon store if you need this particular gadget that's going to blend this up. Let's get into it. Let's see who's going to win today. So far, folks have put in hashtag health heroes. Let me find the screen. Where is it? There it is. And remember, let us know. Do you know of a profession where size does matter? Have you had one of those professions where size does matter? Whether you had to be larger or smaller, because when I go to a place and I want security, I don't want a smaller person. I need a bigger person. And guess what? A bigger person, the bouncer, the security, whoever, they can eat as many of these 24 karat pancakes that they'd like. Because y'all see all the food that's going into these. It's not just like flour, sugar, leavening, and then vanilla flavoring to make us think, that it's something. Oh, G. Albert is back. Okay, back in Ohio for 2 weeks. You are always traveling. That's so wonderful. Heading out to Florida to join your daughter, grandkids, and outlaws. Yeah, we all got some outlaws, don't we? Let's run it. Let's see who's going to be the health hero for today. Love and Live Show, Anna Nia, Gail at Night, G. Albert, Team Team TWP Popcorn, David Hunt, Love and Live Show, G. Albert, Love and Live Show, wait a minute. I know this is rigged. He won yesterday. David Hunt says, I'm getting ready to win this here. Look, we got a winner. I'm sorry, David Hunt. We have a winner. All you do is win, win, win. Yeah, that'd be nice, but not today. So we do have our Faves 100 hero. I'm going to blend this while you all congratulate Team Deepwater Cultivating. That's also TWP Popcorn's channel. So that means... I should probably turn this down. See, look, congratulations, Team DWC from Love and Live Show. All right, congratulations from Bravo Sheila Ladies Let's Chat. Hey, AJS Road Tripping, good to see you from all the way from Germany. That's fine if you're in lurk mode. We know that it's way later for you. We also see David Hunt saying, even with the name change, some things still stay the same. Yes, he's always winning, right? Annie Nia says, congratulations, Team Deepwater Cultivating. And so I've had a chance to blend this up so this way we can finish up these 24 karat pancakes. These are going to come together pretty quickly, and I probably will cook one on screen. You know, that first pancake does get kind of messed up. We won't get too concerned about that. We're just going to roll with it, and let's go. I'm going to come back to the chat and see what you all are saying. If you all have any questions for me, if you all have any answers for me about where size matters, right? Because you want to fit right in. So if you want to fit in over there where Team DWC is growing all things good, he's also growing things that you can eat, that you can consume in a lot of different ways. I'll just say that. Almost sound like David and TWP laughing at us. I know. I said, how they do that? G. Albert, yes. TWC, Team DWC is always winning. It's like they're just laughing at you, right? Where's my towel? I just had one. Here it is. Here's one. All right, you all. I'm going to show you how this looks. And I'm going to take these craisins out and we'll see what we can do to finish this up. I'll put it on the big screen. I had a spoon. Here it is. So as you see, it's just a puree right now. All I have to add now is these craisins, and then I'll also add some flour and some milk to thin it out. And we got pancakes just like that. So as you all see, it looks like a lot of ingredients, but it comes together really quickly, and you can add and subtract. If you want cinnamon, add cinnamon. If you'd like some vanilla flavoring, add some. I don't add it because there's plenty of flavor with everything, and I usually have a banana. I did not have a banana today, so we're just going to make sure that we've got everything out of this pot, and I'm going to pour the water out of this pan because we're going to use the same pan to cook the pancake in. So let me get that ready for you, and I'll see what you all are saying in the chat. I'm going to just switch these two out because we got to get cooking here, because this is a 30-minute show, and we didn't even start at the top of the 30 minutes with the cooking part. So, hey, we're actually cooking with gas. I do have some milk. I'm going to add that after I add the flour. So let me get back here on the big screen and say hello to you all again. Let's see who's in the chat. What are you saying? I'm going to add a cup and a half of flour. I might add 2 cups of flour. We'll see. I kind of eyeball it. TWP Popcorn says, I'm in it to win it. That's what I'm talking about. And y'all know you can also become a winner by texting FAVES to 757-231-3949 in order to get alerts and stay in the loop. So I've got 2 cups of flour in here. One thing that I often do is I grind up oats, just regular oats. That is how you make your oat flour. And you just grind it up with that immersion blender, and then you put it in because it's flour. That's all it is, right? So we have our milk, and I put in a cup of milk. You can, if you'd like to get fancy, you can create buttermilk by adding your lime juice or your lemon juice, and you can add that to your milk, and it will immediately curdle. Put that in a separate cup, and then you can, mix it up. Let's do this. Put it here so you all can see this coming together. And size matters to your eyes when you're losing weight. Your meals, G. Albert, are on small plates with small forks. You know what? I started using small plates years ago. I never use a dinner plate. I haven't used one in years because there's so much food that can fit on a small plate. It doesn't make sense to me to use a big plate. So I get it. The food is really more than enough. Yep. But your eyes hurt. It feels like you're being robbed. Don't be talking about my measurements, David Hunt. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw in the rest of this milk because I can see that this needs to be a little bit thinner. So I'll put in that last splash of milk, which was about 1/4 of a cup. And I am going to share with you all the quick version, the full version of these 24 karat pancakes. That way you all can see exactly how this recipe comes together. But the nice thing about seeing it live is that you know it's real. You know that it can really be done. You know that, oh, wow, it's pancakes, like straight up. But you know what? I would like this a little thinner because you want your pancake batter to run a little bit. Coco, can you bring me the milk, please? All right, we have a winner. And of course, I do appreciate you, Gail at Night, for reminding people that if they'd like to advertise, they definitely can. All right. So I'm going to show you all how this works. I'm just going to put the pan here and we're going to do a Mickey Mouse pancake because people always wonder. This is something I used to do for my kids and I still do sometimes because I have an emoji pan that I use. I'm going to taste the batter. So if you're just making full-size pancakes, this is where you can create a fun shape. Hey, G Mama Grows, especially for your grandkids, right? So if you have loved ones that you want them to eat the food, can you bring me the milk? You want them to eat the food. You want them to enjoy the food. This is a great way to do it. So we just made the 24 karat pancake batter live. Right now, we're about to cook a pancake. So while I thin this out a little bit more, I'll show y'all the video and I will get that into the pan and I'll show you all how you create a Mickey Mouse pancake in case you don't know, because some people don't realize it's just this simple. Like all you have to do is put down 3 circles and you've done it. So let's see if we can find a quick recipe for you all, because I have an edited video that even tells you the nutritional value, because I'm not a fruit hoodlum. I just want you to get more fruits and vegetables into every meal. Here we go.
24 karat pancakes. Yum! Peel, slice, and chop 3 carrots into 24 chunks.
Carrots are low in calories and sugar and high in fiber. Fiber reduces blood sugar and cholesterol levels. They also have carotenoids or cancer-fighting antioxidants.
Boil until very soft. Let's start the pancakes.
I'll go ahead and add a banana, about a 1/4 cup of sugar. I've got my vanilla extract.
Mash or stir to blend it up.
Bananas are full of fiber, potassium, folate, and heart-healthy vitamin C, which is an antioxidant. Also full of tryptophan, which may help preserve your memory, boost learning and remembering, and regulate your mood.
A tablespoon of baking powder. You're just going to add yogurt.
Coconut yogurt is non-dairy, easy to digest, and full of probiotics. It's also low in sugar and full of antioxidants.
This has foamed right up very quickly. Almond milk that I'm going to pour about a cup. It's going to be about 10 ounces that I add. And then I'm just going to squeeze some lemon in.
Lemons are good for dental health. It helps toothaches and prevents gingivitis. Also, its anti-inflammatory properties help fight respiratory tract infections, sore throat, and inflammation of the tonsils.
Putting everything in, we've got our craisins.
Craisins lower the risk of urinary tract infection, prevent certain cancers, and they help your immune system.
Flour.
Mix the flour and the baking powder into the batter.
Start to add the milk.
Stir in the buttermilk.
Add a little bit of butter.
Cook 2 to 3 minutes on each side. When I first tried these, I didn't even know they were made out of carrots. They were really good. Compared to the sweet potatoes, these were better. They were sweeter.
All right, y'all. So you don't even have to put in the yogurt, because I see G Mama Grows is saying, I love I'll be trying these once I get some yogurt. And Anania is saying, I love almond milk. So I'm using plant-based milk because non-dairy is the way to go for me. You know, dairy is scary. So I'm going to turn my burner on over here. And when I say dairy is scary, look it up for yourself. There's a lot of different reasons. Look those words up. Dairy is scary, and you'll find some stuff. So I'm using Earth Balance. It's a non-dairy butter. And y'all know I use a lot of non-dairy cheeses and stuff like that. What I don't do is I don't add sugar to my grits. That's not what normal people do. So this is for you, David Hunt. I'm going to put some butter in, but I need to turn this down because y'all know this pan cooks so quickly. It will have me having a griddle cake, a fried for real, fried pancake. So remember, we're going to do a fun one where this is like a Mickey Mouse style. We'll just say that, okay? G Mama Grows, no, you're not. Please tell me. Okay, you eating grits watching this with extra butter. All right. As long as you ain't got the sugar in there too, because sugar and butter does match. It makes such a delicious caramel. So here's your Mickey Mouse style. What you do is you're going to just do one circle, and then you're going to do two smaller circles. So I want my pancake a little bit bigger, and this is probably too big now, but boom, over there and over here. You just drop some, and you drop it on the pancake itself as well as towards the top. So far, mine kind of looks like the Joker or somebody or a cat. Oh, I got a Hello Kitty. Hey, mouse, cat, do your thing. As long as you drink your coffee along with it. And look, I'm wasting batter. Um, if you drip some down the side, that's a great way to taste it. And this is way too much butter for this little bit. I don't think I usually use this pan. I usually use my emoji pan because this is a wok style pan, but this also is to show you that you really don't have to have a lot of different things, right? Keep it simple, use what you got, and all of that good stuff. Don't be praying for her, David Hunt. G Mama Grows says sugar is the main ingredient. It just keeps jumping in there into her grits, huh? So y'all get your roll Java coffee. That's going to help you enjoy these pancakes. But the way you can tell the pancakes done is when they start getting those little bubbles on top. So I see a couple of them in there. And hopefully the heat is not like yesterday. I need some lotion. Y'all know who looks shiny every single time? Everyday life of an OCD chick. I don't know what she puts on before she goes out into the garden. But my hand looks like I've been doing hard labor, right? And her hand looked like, my kids were telling me like, Mommy, you cannot be a hand model. I was like, darn, I think it was playing all those hand drums all those years. It's like, woo, I sound good, but they don't look good. But the nice thing is I feel good and I can eat a lot of these pancakes because they have so many delicious, nutritious, health hero style of ingredients in them. And y'all know that wasn't quite ready to flip, but I just kind of flipped it anyway. Then I messed up the ear. So yeah, we all need to cut down on sugar, right? David Hunt, G Mama Grows, because sugar is a drug. We know it. And that's why we're addicted. But if you don't want to use sugar in this, you can use a sugar substitute, or you can use agave nectar. You can use maple syrup, which is a natural food. It's just the syrup from the tree that's processed down. You can also use, what else? Dates. You can use date syrup. You're getting right back into processing when you do all of those things. But, we are always trying to find a way to make things better, right? We're always trying to find a way to make things better. And we know that sugar, especially cane sugar, is exceptionally processed. So yeah, and beet sugar is too. Y'all know a lot of the white sugar, that's something where size matters. You don't want to eat as much of that white sugar because a lot of it is cane sugar. And so once they've extracted parts and pieces out of things, I'm trying not to burn this, y'all. Once they've extracted parts and pieces out of things, then that's when you're getting into your ultra processing, and that's when your size is going to get bigger and bigger. And it's not just a good big. It's, some people, they get bigger and they get better, they get fitter, they look good. But other folks, with the processed food, most of us, it just makes us bigger in all the wrong places. It gives us that visceral fat where we can't even see it. So a lot of us, we're getting bigger on the inside and we don't know it. But yes, this pancake is done. This is it. We got to get one of the kids to come try this so we can do our super clap sign off. Can I get a volunteer to come on down? You're the next contestant on Try That Food. The other thing I would like to say is this pancake, I don't know if y'all heard it, this pancake is a little bit heavier, like straight up, it's a beast. It's still light, but it's more dense because we do have the nuts in there. We do have the, what did we put in? Carrots, craisins. I usually put bananas in. Yes. Oh, good. G Mama Grows, you just got some guava and agave, excuse me. And yes, you're going to try it. So many new sugar substitutes that are better. Look, go for it. All right. I'm going to turn this pan off because, are you coming in to try it? I don't know if, I don't want to burn it. So let me take this out because, once you cook it on the first side, it's just about cooked through. And so we often eat ours with syrup. I try to get organic syrup. If I don't, then it's just syrup. You can take that into the kitchen and get syrup if you like, but just come back and let us know how it is. And I'll finish up with just reminding you all that size does matter. In most cases, in most professions, G Mama Grows, I know you're a nurse as well. I was explaining that in that particular profession, when I was in surgery, the doctors would tell the physician's assistants, be mindful of the space you take up. They would tell the bigger guys to do what you got to do, tighten up, right? They wouldn't say lose weight. But they would say something. They would definitely basically say lose weight in a nice way. I'll say that. So G Mama Grows is saying, "Oh, the pancakes look like a heart. I messed it up. It was supposed to be a Mickey Mouse one, where you put the circle in the middle and then you put the two ears, but it worked out, right? Because I flipped it over too quick. So that's how you put the love in your food, I guess, huh? So let's see. Bravo with Sheila Network is saying, yummy, have to try this. Yeah, it's good. And you can create the batter and you can thin it out as you need to, because remember, the flax seeds like this, I'm going to have to thin it out just a little because I want it to pour. The flax seeds will thicken it. So we can't hear you.
It's good.
Is it really good, or are you just saying
It's hot though.
It's hot. Oh, you didn't let it cool off some? You got to break it, I think.
It was good.
The bite you took was really good. All right, y'all. I think that warrants a super clap sign off. We got some exactly G Mama Grows. It'll still be eaten, right? Because she came in smiling. So this is the other nice part about this. When you are measuring that Bisquick or whatever it is, that's not sponsored me, so I didn't say the name again, where you just put the water or the milk in the thing and shake it, and now you just have pancakes. There are so many fillers in there and you don't have food. This one, when you make it yourself, you know what's in it. And of course, you can always thicken it up, thin it out, or what have you. And that will also give you more batter. You can add more sugar if you prefer it a little sweeter. But remember, you might be eating this with other fruits. Sometimes I'll add frozen fruit to this batter. So that's another thing you can do if you want it to be more colorful. Sometimes dealing with children, they don't like the fruit, but let's go for it. Y'all get your coffee and text FAVES to 757-231-3949. Seems like the food was good. That gives us a reason to clap. So I'm going to make sure that you all are clapping it up with us as we sign off and say goodbye today. Thank you all. Thank you for being here, and be a health hero for your loved one. Take care, everybody. Hey, okay, G Mama, we know you got it. You're a poet, a gardener, a content creator, doing everything. Oh yeah, this is right now. Nice and pourable. I'm going to show you all this since I'm still here. Here we go. So that's the consistency that you wanted. Take care, everybody.